This is a video I never thought I'd be able to make. Adam Ondra is undoubtedly the best climber of today's generation, but how does he compare to the past generations? If there was only a way to travel back in time to compare, and there is, because in Sheffield there's a well-preserved time capsule in climbing history. They call it the schoolroom, and it has remained identical for over 30 years. This was the testing ground of Ben Moon and Jerry Moffat, who were the strongest climbers in the world back then. They were the first generation to take training seriously, and without them, climbing would not be what it is today.
This was known as Pod's Wall.
Pod's Wall.
So there's a climber called Pete O'Donovan, and he found it. That was in the late 70s. So it was in the late 70s. So I started climbing here in 1980, and it was already known Pod's Wall was the place to go.
But was this before the gyms? Were there no gyms here at that time?
Yeah, many years, many years before gyms.
So you guys were the best in the world, was it like 25 years ago?
Yeah,
something like that?
30 years, yeah,
30 years ago?
30 years ago.
Yeah, and Adam...
Yeah, even though it was a long time ago, we still feel like we're the best. So. You know what I mean? Once you've been there, you're always there. That doesn't go away.
I agree,
That doesn't go away.
Yeah,
we're still there.
Yeah, and Adam is currently the best, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how he does on some of your test pieces.
We're going to crush him. At the end of the day, he's going to be in tears and go, God, those guys were so good, and I'm so bad. That's what's going to happen today. But back then, this was all about, everything was about endurance, and bouldering really wasn't a thing. So if you'd done the hardest boulder problem in the Peak District, and you phoned up the magazine and you said, I've got some photos, this is the hardest boulder problem, they'd say, we're not interested.
Okay.
Throw your photos away. We're not going to print that, nobody's interested. Then you get that, then you can pinch that thing, get that thing, get that, up for that, and then go up there.
So this is all your training that you did, apart from like pull-ups and...
Yeah, it was this and pull-ups. And I remember somebody saying to me one winter, in fact it was Pete O'Donovan, he said pull-ups are really good for climbing. And I remember thinking, pull-ups? I'm going, really? And I thought, well, I don't really believe it, but I'm going to try it for one winter. And I had one winter and I just did loads of pull-ups. Trained on here, that's all we did, pull-ups, loads and loads of pull-ups. And then at the beginning of next year, we went to Stony Middleton, and the top rope route we used to do for training was Wee Doris. And I couldn't believe, instead of going like this, I was just like, boom, whoa, pull-ups work. And that's when I started to think that training works. Because before then, there was a question mark on, does training really work, or is it best just go climbing every day?
People are obsessed with training these days, aren't they? But climbing's still a very technical sport, isn't it?
Yeah. And what is training? I mean, it's
exactly.
Climbing is also training in a way. So
First time you are here, could you climb the traverse in one session?
No way. In fact, back in the day, I don't know anybody who could do this in one go. So you were a pretty good climber to do it.
like this?
Yep. Yeah, you can do it that way. If you're going up there, you might as well do it that way, and then match with your left hand just left of it.
And then where do I go with my...
And then your footholes are down here.
Okay.
Up here is really good, you can get a shake out. Just above it, just a bit further right is good.
Oh yeah.
You climb 9B plus, Jerry.
No, not 9B plus. That's the other guy. That's the tall guy.
You've got dropping right down, so your foot, there's a really good footholds here on these things. You've got another good shake out. You've got another good shake out up there.
Okay. So Adam is going to try to on-site this. It's a lot easier when I have someone showing me the holes.
And then the other one you can do is you can get your right hand there and your left hand there. That's your last shake out. And then this is the rocks bit, the next bit. That's it. Yeah, crimp that one and get this. It's a real crimp it. Oh! Bugger! You've got his layaway!
I had no feeling. I had no...
It's horrible, isn't it?
Can you feel? Yeah. Oh, what did you do that? Bollocks! Man, you had it.
Go on, Adam.
Oh no, he's doing it too easy. I'm surprised your fingers look quite strong, Adam. You feel the pressure.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Good job. He did that because his fingers are so bloody strong.
Yeah.
That is not the easiest way to do it. Oh yeah, this is the one, I remember it.
Even Joe remembers it.
Wow.
So they're all feet on the kickboard.
Anything, yeah.
So we're still just warming up, right?
Yeah. Well, Adam's at his limit already on our warm-ups.
Come on. Yeah, that didn't look like a warm-up anymore.
Nice.
All right.
Well, everybody looks pretty equal in power at the moment. I think you're edging it at the moment, Ben, a little bit. You're looking a little bit stronger.
And some of the hardest problems you're going to show us is around 8A plus?
I think 8A plus probably, or I suppose Perky Pinky gets 8B.
But when you graded those problems, that was like 20 years ago, there were no...
8B was kind of the...
8B was the hardest.
You wouldn't grade something 8B.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that-
I would. Really, would you?
So that would
No.
be the same as Adam grading an indoor problem 9A or something, or 8C plus.
Probably.
So that's...
Yeah, it would be a bit
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
You know, you wouldn't grade something 8B. Well, don't you think?
Exactly.
Even if you just wouldn't do it, it wasn't there. You just think, oh, that's not possible. Even though it's taken you, 10 times longer than another 8B
Yeah.
or another 8A plus, and you might do one 8A really easy, and you might spend 2 weeks on one. You go, still 8A.
I think one of the other difference when you're going outdoors bouldering now, it's just so easy to get the beta. Whereas I think watching some of the 7Cs you did in the fund, you're using
Oh my God.
really hard beta.
Yeah.
Well, back then it was hard to find the boulder
Yeah.
problems.
And there was a bit of a rivalry between France and Britain at that
No.
point. No, no?
A friendly rivalry.
Friendly rivalry, okay. Did you make any money off of climbing? Because I remember in the real thing, you were driving around in pretty nice cars. Was it hard back then?
No, piece of piss.
It was okay, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think for what you had to do for your sponsorship compared to now, it really had to go to a trade show, talk yourself up, show a load of photos, write stuff in magazines, and the prize money for climbing competitions was pretty good.
The prize money, I was talking to some, because a lot of the competitors train down here, I was talking to them recently about prize money. It's less now than it was back in our day. And also we got paid expenses, travel expenses to go to the comps by BMC, and now they don't even get that. So it's gone backwards.
The top prize money was
ridiculous.
Bercy, that was £5,000.
Yeah.
But if £5,000 back then, you could buy a house for 20,000.
Well, there was no social media back then, so it was all about getting in the magazines,
But that's still, when I grew up, there was also not social media,
No.
So the sponsors would ask for your resume, what's your hardest grade, how well have you done in competitions and stuff. And now it's more about numbers on social media,
Yeah.
which is,
Wow.
I mean, for me it's
I
good,
suppose
but
easy
it's
to-
bad for
Yeah.
the industry maybe, because it will squeeze out a lot of talented climbers.
Yeah.
We're not good at social media.
Yeah. What about that Pego goes to, that's a classic as well, isn't it?
Oh, that's a classic.
36, 51.
Come on.
Oh.
Easy, come on. Oh no! You slipped off. You look strong
Oh,
about
you
that.
had that.
Come on,
Oh, let-
right foot on the thing.
Ooh.
Then just go footless if you want 52.
52.
No, 51.
No, 54! 54! You keep getting further and further over.
I gotta say, Ben, you look pretty strong though.
Yeah.
You, I think you made that look easier than Adam. I mean, you've done it many times before, but
I've done it a lot.
yeah. I can feel the pressure. It just goes quiet.
Why? All the cameras.
I felt the pressure as well. That's why I fell off. I cracked under the
When
pressure.
all the filming we did in the real thing, because it was filmed on 16mm, you really felt pressure because it was, what was it, £100 for 3 minutes. So every time they go, it went, and you're just thinking, oh my God, this, and we all split the money. It was the 3-way split, so all of us are chipping in for it, and you're just, shh, quiet please, quiet on set.
And then, no, sitting.
Level that one. Oh, sit on the undercut.
Oh, beautiful. Oh! Now there's power.
Good.
Well done.
Come on, Adam. Come on. Easy.
Nice, well done.
Good job. Good job. What do you think of the new generation so far? Does it look strong?
Don't like him to
We're
sink.
still warming up.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, you hit the wall. I would be super psyched if I flashed this actually. Like a hardcore 7C plus from 25 years ago.
Just like try hard enough when you go to.
Oh, he did?
When he was like 16, that was his
And
flash.
Adam flashed it now too. You should remember that.
Flashed it.
Or Megas, wow. It's a pretty,
You would join Royals.
wow.
Come on.
Hold on.
Come on. Come on.
Go on.
Nice, easy.
Yeah,
Power.
joining the group.
I like that body power shake. You've got to be bloody strong for that every move.
Come on.
Nice.
Come on.
Get it, come on. That's strong, yeah.
Somebody put you off or something? Somebody said something, didn't they?
So this is one of the real thing,
Yeah. Oh, God, I hated this.
Oh, wow.
To this. 36.
Like I watched the real thing probably 20 times and I rewatched it yesterday. And there's so many things I still remember. So like to climb on this now, it's very cool.
Well, this was probably done in 1993, this problem,
93,
I'm guessing.
yeah.
Feels really weird, huh? Isn't it just better to hold it like that?
This is it's fucking awkward, the first bit. Bloody horrible. It's all that thing and getting that thing correctly.
So how many people have you seen do this problem?
Alex flashed it, probably Aidan Roberts, I'm guessing. Probably not many.
I do feel pressure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good.
Do you want me to try the first couple of moves? I can't.
All right.
Yeah, do that, yeah.
All right.
Especially when you hear that Alex pissed up it. Oh, nearly.
But you made the first move look really easy, eh?
So then step through.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, well done.
Wow,
Well done.
good.
That's the hard
That
move.
was-
Like that.
Come on.
Right foot on the spiky one.
Come on.
Yeah.
Easy.
Go on, Alex. You didn't quite get that one right, did you?
If I placed the foot
Didn't
straight
quite got
away.
the blue one, did you?
I don't think you got
That's
that one quite right, did you?
That was good. That was a historic,
It's only a board
historic
problem.
moment.
No!
It doesn't matter.
The thing is, the thought that somebody would come and flash this back then would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous back when they did these things. The thought of somebody coming and trying to do it first pass and being annoyed that they fell off it,
I think
it's just insane.
Come on, Magnus.
Come.
Oh, nice.
Super
good,
easy.
really
Come
good.
on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on!
Pinch the guy out of
Go for
it.
this if you can.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Go on, Magnus.
Nice.
52.
Easy.
Yes.
It's good to watch, isn't it? There, give me a fist bump. Powerhouse.
When that foot was slipping again and again, I was like, there's no chance I'm going to do this. Come on, Adam. Come on.
Good.
Yeah,
Easy.
Good.
Come on. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, well done.
I think it was the pressure that got you, Adam. You have too much pressure.
Yeah, fist bumps, well done.
So where did you guys get like knowledge about training and stuff?
You know, when I started climbing, you never even thought about training. There was no such thing. There was just climbing.
But were there any books back then?
There weren't training books for climbing, but
Yeah.
I read books on sort of running. I built a campus board after seeing Wolfgang Gulitz's campus board, and I
Yeah.
built a campus board in my back garden, and I got this book on plyometrics.
It was all adapting books from training from other sports, and you'd read it and you think, how can I adapt that for climbing? How can I relate to that to get stronger, you know, stronger arms and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Because now there are a lot of books, and also Martin and Stian, who made this collab happen, they have a book called The Climbing Bible. You probably recognize them from the 9C climbing test. You could hold up the book maybe. Technical, physical, and mental training for rock climbing, and this one is
The practical exercises.
the practical exercises. This is a picture of my sister actually. And also, you have a book as well.
I'd read various books on sports psychology and read different articles, and I thought, would it be amazing if I could get all the best climbers of our time and ask them, like Adam, I asked him some specific questions. What do you think about? And I know this would have helped me massively.
And it's the same publisher, right? Both books.
Yes. Yeah, very, very
So you guys should check it out. The link is in the description. All right, should we try something harder?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just left foot or right? Because this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard move.
Good.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, if the foot didn't
You
slip.
see, like that, it's hard.
Yeah. Do you think this one is around 8B?
Yeah,
This one is a little bit harder, right?
it's 8B, I think.
So,
It's 8B. Yeah, easy. Come on, Adam.
come on, Alan. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Come on.
Got it. Come on.
That was amazing. That was a fucking good first go. I thought you were going to get it.
Have you seen anyone been closer on the first go?
That's not being flashed, does it?
Yes! Woo! You're going to do it. Hey, you're going to do it. I thought you were going to do it because you got that so good. You really got your hands up on it.
I might try just the upper part too.
Come on, Adam. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Made that look easy. Come on.
Everybody's so quiet.
Yeah.
You can hear a pin drop.
Come on. Yes.
I was going too static, like too careful, and my
Jerry, I told you people drop that.
no.
Do you want some tips, Adam? Pull really hard. Give it everything.
Come on. Come on. Easy. Yes.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
Is this the next problem?
Yeah, this is the most famous.
Okay. It's not been flashed. Adam, did you hear that?
Yep. Building up the pressure.
Come on, Adam. Ale.
That's close.
Yeah, that was close. Come on. Yes.
No!
Come on, Adam.
Come on.
Easy, come on.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Looking strong.
Well, this is an honor though, climbing with Ben Moon on the moon board.
Yeah, we're going to
Never
do.
thought
And
that
we're
would
going to do.
happen.
We're going to do a Ben Moon benchmark as well.
Oh,
Nice.
those are really hard. Come on. Ale.
Oh,
Yeah,
small
that
one.
Ben.
I'm so useless.
Come on. Right.
Nice one.
Nice one.
That's a really good training problem. It's like
Crimpy this.
it's crimpy, yeah. It's not easy, right?
Nope. That's a benchmark.
It's a benchmark.
What do you think? Is like with the age, is the endurance getting better and
Yeah,
the bouldering
endurance
power?
is getting better.
Nice.
Honestly, yeah, it really feels like my endurance is better than it's ever been. But the strength, I've really noticed the strength in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years is declining.
So I thought I would bring some present to the schoolroom and we could spice up the classic in-cut crimps of
Yeah.
the moonboard. We have the golden bricks, the perfect pinches.
Yeah.
And we also have some chips, the boosters. You are actually the first one that will have them.
Right.
Wow. So
To use
you've
them.
you've designed these yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think? How hard is this?
I reckon it could be 7A plus, 7B.
7A plus 7B?
Come on. Nice. Bicycle. Match. Nice.
I have no idea how hard that is. Could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah, good.
No, I don't think it's harder than 7A plus. Actually, your benchmark 7A was harder.
Oh, that means I
Nice.
might be able to
Well
do
done.
it.
Go on, do it and say it's 6C, Ben.
Come on.
Come on. Nice, come on, man.
Come on. Always try to be as wide as possible and use this edge to really bite into this part of the thumb.
Right.
Nice.
Yes.
Come on, Ben. Well, you have something to work on now.
I've got a project.
So I think we're gonna end the video there. Thank you, Ben and Jerry, and of course
Yeah.
Adam,
Yeah.
for
really
being in the
enjoyed it.
video. I think it's a childhood dream for both of us to climb with you guys.
Absolutely.
No, it's
Thank you.
great to meet you both and climb with you.
Make sure you check out Mastermind, the Climbing Bible, the Moonboard. Also check out Adam on Instagram, YouTube, everything. And I will see you next time.